wrong with me. I'll just carry on. Oh shit, no, I've lost my... What's wrong with me? Yes, I want your help in this video. It's a bit of a heart-to-heart. We are now halfway through my 12-week training block for Berlin Marathon. 6 weeks to go. It hardly seems a few months ago, in fact it'd be what, 4 months ago, when I ran that 3:02 in Manchester and everything was looking good, lining up for Berlin Marathon, a sub 3, but things are going wrong and I want your help. Yeah, I really do want your help in the comments below. Watch all the way through because I'm going to give you a bit of heart-to-heart what's been happening over the past few weeks. I thought it was something just passing, but it still seems to be here with 6 weeks to go. Am I overthinking it all, or is there something actually wrong? I want to know what's wrong, or is everything okay? My name is Donato and I'm your host for today, and I am here right at the very point where in June of last year, if you haven't been following me for a while, I started, well, not exactly started here, but this is the beginning of the Worcester to Birmingham canal, or Birmingham to Worcester canal, where I walked from here all the way back to Worcester. I had started at New Street Station, so the whole distance was 56 kilometers, and the reason why I'm telling you this is soon after that I picked up a serious injury. I've not been injured since. I've recovered from that, the double Achilles injury, but things have been going wrong and they don't seem to be improving that much. And yesterday's long run, things weren't right either during that one. Things were improving, but something fundamentally seems wrong. So I'm going to talk you through and give a bit of a heart-to-heart of what's been happening over the past 5 odd weeks now of training. 6 weeks have been training, but the past 5 weeks things haven't been looking too good. So right now I'm at Gas Street Basin in Birmingham. Not far behind me is the Black Sabbath Bridge. Yes, the famous Black Sabbath Bridge, and also Broad Street, Central Library, and all those lovely, wonderful landmark buildings. So it's all lovely, fluffy wuffy. But what's been happening yesterday, once again, there's things happening during the long runs. It's not so much the short runs. I had a fantastic park run, paced 20 minutes. I think I came in 20 minutes and 3 seconds officially. So that felt good, although for me, it was still not a struggle, but I found it harder than I thought it should have been to run that 20-minute park run. Bearing in mind my PB is what, 18:17. Yes, it was a couple of years ago. But is my body beginning to fall apart? Literally, because during the long runs in particular. So yesterday, and again, I'm not an advocate of this, I'm following a plan. Remember, I am running 3-hour marathons, irrespective of my age, you know, being 63 now. My fitness was at a certain level, so I'm sort of thinking, if I'm at this particular level, what's happening during the long runs? So what I've been checking and looking at the details is there's been a number of things happening where I sort of think, well, and it's around, you know, whether it's 20k, 26k, 28k, around a particular distance, and my body almost says, what the hell are you doing to me? My legs start to not quite completely fall apart, but the speed drops off dramatically. In fact, during one 20k run, as the wind blows my hat off, during one 20k run, I think the average pace speed on that one for me, and again this is all relative because it might be quick for some people, was around a 6:40 pace, which is for me, as I say, very, very slow. And what I found yesterday, after a certain point, about 90 minutes, it was slowing right down. Now I've looked at the heart rate and everything's fine. The heart rate does drop as my speed drops. Whilst I can't seem to push on certain parts of my body, the heart rate goes down. So it's not my aerobic fitness that seems to have disappeared. There seems to be some kind of endurance missing in my legs. My concern is if I got some kind of niggle or injury, because over the past couple of months, so massage session last week and then a few weeks before that, I have about one a month, there was a lot of stiffness in my back in particular the lower back on one side, just on the one side, and it's that particular side where I'm getting issues with glutes, knees, hips, all that area. So is there something going wrong there? And that's my concern in terms of what's wrong with me, because it is a concern to me. 6 weeks out, I don't want to be pushing myself. You've probably seen countless YouTubers, social media influencers where they just push themselves too hard and get injured. I don't want to get injured again as what happened last year. That was a silly mistake of mine, walking 56k, 13.5 hours on my feet. Absolutely, looking back on it, bit dumb really, but we do these things. It was for charity. I wanted to get ready for my Camino, and we learn from that. And the benefit is, here I am coming to what, towards the end of August, and I'm still in one piece. I'm not totally injured, kaput as they say, but there is something wrong. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. From what I've said, is there something going on? I mean, I am considering whether I should go for a scan and check, is there something going on in the hip area? I don't know. Is it just because I took almost 2 months off in terms of when I finished Manchester? Was it the fact that I took 2 months off and that I'm actually, the endurance fitness has gone in that 2 months, and I'm now just beginning to get it back? Is it, I say, is it just that? Because it still is a big deal. This has not happened to me before. The last time I used to tail off on speed, but never ran as slow as 640 kilometre, 630 kilometre. I'd slow down to maybe a 6-minute kilometre. Was about 7 years ago, 8 years ago, during the training for my second marathon. Found out I was going too fast for my level of aerobic fitness. So the heart rate was way too high and I was running too fast. That was a reason for that. These ones, I'm not running too fast, and it seems to happen whether I'm doing a long steady run, slow run, or whether it's like yesterday, a bit of marathon pace effort in there. So it's a bit concerning for me. And as I said at the beginning, what's wrong? Is there anything wrong with me, or am I just literally overthinking it? I should trust the process. I'm only halfway through the training. Trust the process. Continue. I will continue because that's me. But what I won't do is push myself harder, because I know the heart rate is so low I can push harder. But if the mechanics of my body isn't allowing that, because there's something going on the one side of my body, whether it's the back, hips, legs, there's so much that can be going on. The TFL, is it TFL? Yes. There's so much that could be going on. I don't want to overthink it, but sometimes we do, don't we? As you see these things on the floor, what are these things on the floor? But anyway, I digress. Am I overthinking it? Is there nothing wrong with me? I'll just carry on. Oh shit! No! I've lost my hat into the river. Bring back the hat of the river. Shit in hell. Oh no. Look, it's gone. Can I reach down? No, no. Let's go round and fish it out. Thank you to this lovely lady who fished it out the canal. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, my hat is back. What am I to do? I've got to let it dry out now. Oh, the traumas of vlogging with gusts of wind as we're going along. Oh, such fun, eh? Now my hat's drying out here on the label, thanks to Noel's Bar and Restaurant, that lovely lady who came out with her umbrella to fish out my hat. That's very kind of you. Thank you so much. So yes, leave it in the comments below. A bit of heart to heart. I feel a bit like that, so I like to keep things positive. So I don't think it's the end of the world if I can't run a sub 3 at Berlin. To me, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, running doesn't define me. It's a part of me, but it's not the be all and end all. For me, I just want to go out and enjoy it and do the best I can. But right now, because of the mechanics that's not working, I don't feel I'm able to do the best I can, because the heart rate is so low when I'm running those paces, but I just can't move stuff. As I say, is it the IT band? Is it glutes, knees, hips, back? Is it just a combination of all those things? I have noticed on my top left shoulder And certainly a few months ago, things have not been feeling right. I mean, that's from an old road accident I had in, was it my teens, late teens? You know, broken collarbones and stuff, but that seems to be getting worse. Is it just old age? And we get to this point, you know, being 63 now, where does our mechanics literally just fall off the edge of the cliff and plummet to where I'm at now? And don't get me wrong, I'm still grateful for the level of fitness that I'm at, and I feel fantastic. It's just sometimes disappointing when you're putting the training in and there's something not quite right. Anyway, that's enough from me. Hat recovered. Let's go and have some lunch. Yes, the joys of being out here at lunchtime. Watch out, hold on to your hats. See you all soon.